Do you feel like your life is deeply confusing right now? You do not know where to go next. You do not know what kind of person you want to become. You do not know whether the choices you are making now will become something you regret later. You look at the people around you, and it seems like so many of them know what they want. They are moving forward. They have direction. It feels as if they have already found their answers, but you are still standing in a place that has not fully opened up yet. So you feel anxious. You also wish you could be a little clearer, a little more certain, a little more goal-oriented, a little more like someone who knows exactly what they are doing. You want to stand out more. You want your words to carry more weight. You want your thoughts to be clearer, your goals to be more defined. You want people to look at you and think, this person is impressive, this person is special, this person is shining. But the more you try to prove that you are clear, the more afraid you become of being lost. The more you try to look strong, the harder it becomes to accept your own weakness. The more you try to become someone bright, the more afraid you become that one day you may no longer be seen. We think that if we are clear enough, strong enough, and excellent enough, we will finally stop feeling insecure. But sometimes, the harder we try to become the right kind of person, the more tense we feel inside, because we are not allowed to be messy. We are not allowed to be slow. We are not allowed to be ordinary. We are not allowed to not know the answer. We are not allowed to admit that we are actually scared. In ancient China, there was a wise man named Laozi who wrote a book called the Tao Te Ching. In that book he wrote, "The Tao is empty, yet when used it is never exhausted. It is deep, like the source of all things." It is saying that some kinds of strength do not come from being full. They come from leaving space. A cup is useful because it is empty enough to hold water. A room can be lived in because it has space. And if a person is always filled with thoughts, anxiety, judgment, and the need to prove themselves, they may become unable to receive anything new. Sometimes we are not anxious because we are too empty. We are anxious because we are too full to breathe. Too many thoughts, too many plans, too many voices, too many expectations about who we are supposed to become. So we keep trying to fill ourselves with knowledge, with achievements, with goals, with other people's recognition, as if once we are full enough, we will no longer feel empty. But the emptiness may not be a lack. It may be a kind of space, a space where things can still move, a space where life can still continue to unfold. Laozi writes, "Blunt the sharpness, untangle the knots, soften the light, become one with the dust." These words feel especially close to anyone who is lost. Because when life feels confusing, we often rush to organize ourselves into something clear. We rush to give other people an answer. We rush to prove that we have not made the wrong choice. We rush to become someone other people can understand. But not every kind of confusion needs to be solved immediately. Not every sharp edge needs to become even stronger. Not every light needs to shine so brightly that it hurts to look at. Some things become more tangled the more desperately we try to grab an answer. Some stages of life make us feel even more broken when we rush to prove that nothing is wrong with us. You want to know the next step as soon as possible. You want to know what you are suited for. You want to know whether the choice you are making now is the right one. But some moments in life simply cannot give you an answer immediately. Maybe you are standing in a place that has not fully opened up yet. And in that place, maybe what matters most is not forcing yourself to become clear right away. Maybe what matters is first allowing your heart to become quiet. Do not rush to organize everything into a definite answer. Do not rush to turn yourself into someone other people can easily understand. And do not assume that you have failed just because you are still confused. A person does not need to be sharp all the time. Sharpness can protect us sometimes, but if someone is always sharp, they will also become very tired. They have to stay guarded. They have to keep comparing. They have to keep proving themselves. They have to keep holding the posture of someone who cannot afford to lose. But life is not a conversation that always needs to be won. Not every opinion needs to prove that you are right. Not every relationship needs to decide who is above and who is below. Not every misunderstanding needs to be explained immediately. Sometimes you do not need to turn yourself into a knife, and you do not need to shine all the time either. Light is not a bad thing, but light can also become softer. It does not need to cut into other people. It does not need to constantly prove, I am special. You can have light without turning your light into an attack. You can be capable without turning your capability into proof of your worth. And when the light becomes softer, maybe we can return to life again. Return to ordinary days. Return to the stages where there are no answers yet. Return to the self who is imperfect, unclear, and not fully ready. You can admit, I am still not clear. I am still ordinary. I still have so much weakness and uncertainty inside me. But that does not mean I have no value. We often think we have to become more special in order not to feel like a failure. But maybe real maturity is not about shining harder and harder. Maybe it is about finally becoming less afraid of being an ordinary person. Maybe Laozi is showing us another kind of strength, not rushing to fill everything, not rushing to explain everything, not rushing to turn ourselves into someone clear, complete, and understandable to everyone. Empty and therefore able to contain, deep and therefore not easily exhausted. Not fighting to shine and therefore able to be with both light and dust. Maybe we can be like that too. We do not need to push ourselves into the brightest place all the time. We do not need to always be sharp. We do not need to always be clear. We do not need to constantly prove that we are moving forward. Sometimes, what we need is not to become stronger. Maybe what we need is to loosen a little, to soften a little, to leave a little space for ourselves. Let the confusion slowly untangle, let the light slowly soften. And then, in the most ordinary parts of life, we may find a kind of peace that does not need to prove itself.